Hello and welcome to our podcast. I'm Risa.
Oh, Mariana.
Oh, okay. And we're the Krolmeister sisters.
I'm still pumped.
Just as a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and references to drinking at the very least.
The very, very least. Yeah,
I mean-
definitely the language part, because we're already swearing up a storm, and we're not even talking about this. So, yeah, let's just, if you would like to not hear a storm of swears.
That was a lot of
swears. Storm of swears. It's the next Game of Thrones book.
Oh, okay.
You can go check out her Interactive's very own podcast, Unlocked.
Indeed. So what are we talking about today, sister?
Today we are talking about a subject that I bring up pretty much every time we talk about a a topic we want to do: underappreciated characters.
Yep. So these are our. I'm just like
These are.
Yeah, I'm just gonna squish "our" and "our" into one word. Our.
It was like Southern pirate. Our.
These are our top 5 most underappreciated characters.
In no specific order.
In no specific order, pretty much. We're not gonna say we don't value one more than others.
That's the point. They just need to be valued in general.
You people
take these characters for granted, and we are tired of it.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, right at the top, let's start with my favorite old lady character, Renata, from Captive Curse. I couldn't remember the name of the game for a second. So, I feel that I just identify with Renata a bunch. I feel like this is who I'm going to become when I'm an old lady. You know, just going around telling stories, convincing people to bring me food. I mean,
I just realized she's like Grandmother Tootie.
She is.
She's like mine and Reese's great-great-grandmother, who died just a month short of being 100 years old.
Yes.
And except she would convince us to go get her alcohol primarily.
And you know that in general, Renata would just actually ask people to go get her beer. Like, if it weren't a children's game.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a children's game. It would
be like, Nancy, go get me a beer, and then we'll be fine. I'll go to sleep. You can go through my bag. No problem.
Exactly. Instead, we have to go get her sweets. Yeah. And that's what that's what I put down. I, too, fall asleep after eating sweet food. Like, honestly, in the middle of the day, if you give me any sort of sweet food, I will just take a nap. Like, not gonna lie. That's me all the way. I feel like Renata is really underappreciated because she has some of, like, the best lines in that game, at the very least. And people don't really talk about her all that much.
I know she does. She has the best lines, the best advice. Like, she's the one with the knight in shining armor.
Yes, she is. Right? Yeah.
The knight in shining armor is the one who hasn't ever had to fight.
Yep, it's the knight in dented armor.
Yeah, no, I love her. And then she's always been just that one character that honestly kind of makes that game. Yeah. I love her so much. But then a couple of months back, I got to meet a real life Renata. She was a German lady who was at the resort that I work at with her children and grandchildren. And I went up to the room to help with something, and I was in there for about 40 minutes because she was telling me things, and she was telling me stories and giving me life advice. She was telling me not to buy property in California because of property taxes. She has a lot of very...
Okay.
She's like, do you own a home? She's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk about this. She was great. She was fantastic. And then she came to see me in the office at one point, and I was just like, I love you. You're amazing.
I worked with a lady who reminded me of Renata. And she did always give me cake and stuff. To be fair, she brought in brownies several times. She actually made me brownies for my birthday.
Oh.
She was the best. But then she also had she was also starting to get dementia, which was not great. Because it meant she would sometimes just completely forget how to do things and I would have to reteach her. But otherwise...
Fuck you! Jesus Christ! Debbie Downer!
Sorry.
God damn, you couldn't have just left it at I met a nice lady. God.
Yeah, but she did make me brownies for my birthday. And then she let me keep the pan.
Did she remember she let you keep the pan?
Yeah, she did. She was like, oh, I don't need this anymore. You can have it. I'm like, thank you. It's a nice pan.
Nice. But yeah, you gotta love the old ladies who they don't take no shit. She's just like she's one of those ladies who is unknowingly like a feminist. She's just like, no, you don't have to take that from anybody. You don't just
pretty much.
I don't have to smile if I don't want to. Don't you tell me I need a smile. I'll look prettier.
She's just the best.
She's great.
Okay. Who else is an underappreciated character?
Well, there are 4 other people on our list.
I know. So. Okay, I'm just trying to make a segue, sister.
It's terrible. That was a
Work
terrible
with me.
Segue.
Work with me here.
What else is a weird segue? Coming through walls. There, Mel from
Warnings at Waverly Academy. Yes. So Mel, I feel, is really underappreciated because, one, she's the only person in one of these games to literally just say, no, you don't get to leave my room until you tell me why you just came through my fucking wall.
Oh, that's another thing that I should have put on there on our list is she seems like she swears a lot.
She does, though. And you know what? It's because she reminds me of some friends we had who would just swear. So I think that's another reason why I really like Mel. She reminds me of a few people.
Yeah. But yeah, she's actually aware of the things going on around her. She's like, I don't know. She's just a real solid character, and it's like, oh, this is so nice. This is so refreshing because we've got in that game specifically, we've got, you know, the 40-year-old woman from New Jersey. Who she's just like a weird caricature, and then we've got the nervous mouse of a roommate, Corinna.
Yeah, Corinne.
Yes. Corinne, whatever. Anyway.
Wow.
And then we've got little Jock downstairs who she's constantly playing with the soccer ball. And then we've got like a real person who's just, she's like, I'm just sitting up here trying to practice my music. Can you leave now?
Pretty much. Because that's the other thing.
Like say to Nancy at some point, can you leave now?
No, right? It's like, I feel like Mel has the most actual human reactions to things. You know, is that a lot of these characters don't feel human a lot of the time. Whereas Mel feels like a player character insert in a way. So that she says the things that we're thinking a lot of the time. You know? She's just real. She's a real person. I mean, but you know, in a fictional way. But I also love just the fact that, like, she puts on kind of like a show for other people, and then at the same time, she's different on the inside. Yeah. It's like she puts on the show that she's like this goth kid, like, but then you know, like, she has a fucking like doll in her room and shit like that. It's like, you know, she's still a teenager. You know, she's still that. I bet, like you said, she's emo, but like low-key emo, that kind that will giggle at a kid's show for an hour like a moron, even though people at school think she's a serious sad sack.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, it's true.
That's exactly, like, I see her just like giggling like a fool watching Steven Universe and just being like, oh my god, it's so cute.
Yeah, or or
stuff
a
like
more
that.
like time appropriate thing, like I don't know. She probably.
I don't remember when this came out.
I don't know either. That's okay. Moving on. But yeah, no, that's the kind of thing I feel like she'd do.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just the fact that she has all these like despite the fact that she puts on this I don't care facade, but then she's still part of the secret, you know. I keep trying to say cult, but it's not really what it is.
Secret society?
Society, thank you. I was like, you know, they wear hoods. It's like a cult.
You know, sister, all cults don't wear hoods.
I
and
know.
All hood wearers are not cults.
I know. You know, whatever. I was literally just thinking about our post about the post we made about the fact that, oh, this is so lame. The last secret society we had, you know, had like chanting and stuff where we have then it's a picture of Ethel and Jane.
Yeah.
They didn't have hoods though. Maybe good cults don't have hoods.
Well, didn't Ethel and Jane just have
they had like headdresses on?
Oh yeah, but didn't they have hoods on their cloaks and they just had they didn't have cloaks.
They didn't.
Those bitches didn't have cloaks because the animators were too lazy to put cloaks on them.
Probably. They had headdresses though.
They did have headdresses. They were weird looking.
Yeah.
I liked them.
But yes, that's why we think Mel is an underappreciated character.
Yeah.
Moving on. Who else is an underappreciated character?
Well, see, I was trying to think of a fun segue, but I couldn't think of one.
Yeah, I know.
Segue. Look, Ryan. Apparently, I'm going with Ryan.
Yeah, well, Ryan does have segues. She does. She
Ryan,
has some non sequiturs.
Segue. Yeah.
She has some non sequiturs. She's that person who's like, lol, random. You know, spork. She kind of is, in a way. However, we think she's underappreciated because I've seen people on Tumblr being like, Ryan is super annoying. And I was like, what?
Fight these people. I will fight them to the death. I love Ryan.
To me, like a lot of other people are, she sounds like she's talking like she's too quirky. I'm like, really? I connect with Ryan on a deep spiritual level.
Clearly, you guys don't know theater kids.
I know, that's what I was just thinking. Like, that's what she feels like. Like, honestly, it's like, people are like, people don't talk like that. And I was like, you know what? Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's stupid is a lot of you guys in the Clue crew, you guys are theater kids. Come on.
Right. Come on, people.
I know a huge amount of you guys are theater kids because you post about it.
Yeah.
So you knew people like Ryan. People with, you know, kind of lowish self-esteem, so they try to impress people in a way. Mm. But I think she's super underappreciated because she is super smart, she's funny, and she has like zero like interpersonal skills. Yeah. And that's charming to me because, you know,
yeah,
I know a lot of people with I know a lot of physicists. So
yeah. No, yeah. I and it's like she's proto Hotchkiss. So like she's still kind of questioning when things come out of her mouth.
Wow. Are you saying that all redheads talk like that?
Yes, I am.
I'm going to tell our mom.
I'm going to tell all of our family members.
I'm going to tell every single person on our mom's side of the family that that's what you said. But then again, then they won't think about what they're going to reply with because that's exactly how they are.
Exactly. See? But yeah, no. So she hears things coming out of her mouth, and afterwards is like, wait, is that human speak? Is that cool? Am I good? Uh-oh. They're not reacting properly.
Pretty much.
Whereas when she gets to Hotchkiss level. It's just like, oh, give me a plate of chicken wings.
I love Hotchkiss. But Ryan, to me, she's just so, like, funny. And she feels like she's really young, too. And that she's been put in this office full of people who are not good with other people. And she is, like, the only extrovert in that entire office.
Yes.
And it makes me feel really bad, too, because she's like, I want to be around people, but everyone in the office kind of hates me.
Yeah. It's why she gets so excited to be interacting with Nancy, and I love it. I love it so much.
It's true. Because Nancy also has zero filter when she's talking. Maybe it's a redhead thing. Maybe it really is.
Maybe it really is.
Maybe it really is. Maybe if I dye my hair red, can I then just speak without any filter and be able to blame it on the red hair?
You know, I don't remember anyone ever questioning me when my hair has been red.
I know. People are too afraid of you.
Yeah.
See? Maybe we should just go red again, and both of us just go red again.
Yeah, we'll just go red again. It'll be a test.
It'll be a test. No, I'm fine.
Actually, I've been kind of thinking about
I have
my hair red again.
Another application of this same color right now, so
yeah.
I'm not going to change colors anytime soon. Mostly because, like, just outside of context, outside of the show we're talking about, I literally went to Sally's and just was like, you know what? Fuck box colors. They never work. I'm actually just going to go to Sally's and get some actual hair dye.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, and it's great. I've gotten so many compliments. So you guys should all go do that. Go get real hair dye. Stop using the box. So Ryan is a great character. One of the other things I really love is that she has a motorcycle, and it's like a really nice motorcycle. It's like beautiful, and then she talks about it like it's her baby. And that's another thing.
I love that.
I love it.
My baby. Doesn't she do that? Like,
she does. I'm pretty sure she does when you first look at it.
She gets that voice. Like, when she talks, that's like, my baby.
I think she does.
You're adorable.
She is adorable.
She is. I love Ryan.
And then it's just like the other thing is like everyone takes the things she was talking to
to Nico.
Nico, that's his name.
Yeah.
To Nico. Everyone's taking that as like threats because they don't understand because no one in the office has interpersonal skills. So like she's like, no, if you use it like that, it's going to be bad news. And everyone's like, oh my god, she's threatening him. And she's like, no, I'm warning you. Don't do it like that. This is bad.
This is bad. This is dangerous. Oh my god, she's gonna kill him.
I mean, basically, it's like, she's like, don't do this. This is gonna be awful. And everyone just takes that as, yeah, she killed him. She killed the dude. Like, there's no way in context. There's no way to think, oh, if you make that component like that, I'm gonna kill you. Like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. These people are so... Why would any of them believe that? That's why I think she's underappreciated. She just wants to have friends.
She does.
Speaking of someone who wants to have friends.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that with a segue, which is unfortunate because I was going to talk about Gummy Bear Theater, but let's move on to somebody else who have friends.
No. We will talk about Gummy Bear Theater. I
was just going to mention it. I was just going to kind of be like, hey, you guys, if you haven't seen it, go look up Ryan's Gummy Bear Theater.
Because that was only on the bonus edition, right? That we got the Gummy Bear Theater?
I don't remember.
I think it was. It was only in the bonus edition because you got the outtakes, which is not real outtakes. But you got Gummy Bear Theater and you got the voicemail from Frank.
Nancy, I've always...
Hang up. Yeah. So,
voicemail box full. That's what it was.
That's what it was. That's not how that works anyway. You don't get to like
partial.
That's not how voicemail works. That's how answering machines worked.
Yeah.
Her Interactive apparently doesn't know the difference between voicemail and answering machines.
I'm deeply concerned for Her Interactive. But
it's okay. No one who worked on that game still works there anymore, so we don't have to be.
It's horrible.
Okay, but
speaking of someone who wants friends,
Freddie from White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Sorry, guys. I'm like 2 drinks in.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, because it is a Canadian game, so we do get to say sorry.
See.
Yeah. So Freddie, the daughter of Otto, I love that character. Ollie, whatever. Otto, Ollie, same thing. Same diff.
No.
I have a friend named Otto, so that's what I was thinking of. But Ollie, his daughter. The poor thing.
Yeah, she's so alone. There's nobody there that's her own age. And all she wants is attention. Her dad's always busy, and all of the adults obviously go out of their way to be like nowhere near her. Like you can tell, the way they kind of like. I feel like they kind of reference her like, oh yeah, that kid, right? She's weird, but like.
Poor thing. She's 11 and she has no one to play with. She's like. Her parents are divorced. Like, it's so sad.
So sad.
And she just has, like, I know that in the context of the game, playing a game, you don't want to have to fucking, like, just hit a child in the head with ice balls. Like,
but she has the cutest laugh when you do. Where you're just like, oh! It's like, oh my god, you're adorable. You're a little Muppet.
And she just wants, because Nancy's like the person closest to her age that she's seen in like forever. Yeah. Really. She's, so she's just like, I want to try and play with you. And then Nancy actually does go through that area and does actually play with her and interacts with her. And that's all she wants. That's all she wants.
And I just feel like more people need to take note of Freddie and love her, because I love her. She's awesome. She's
just, and it's great because, like, not only is she doing, she just wants the attention, but then when you actually pay her attention, just like with most children in general, if you actually pay them attention, they help you. So she gives Nancy the hand warmers.
Yep.
So she gives these to you just for doing the base interaction.
She's like, here, I'll reward you for talking to me. Like, not even. I'll reward you for throwing snowballs at my head. Like, what the?
It's like, poor child. That's all she wants. She just wants attention. She just wants someone to interact with her.
She's just
and so she acts out, and she's like, if you go down to the basement at a certain time, well, Ollie's not there. You can see a note on his workbench, which is Freddie writing I'm basically an apology note saying I'm the one who broke the window with a snowball, basically. And it's just like, that's, she just wants attention that much. She's just like, oh, poor thing. And people don't appreciate it, and everyone talks about it, this is the most annoying part of the game, is every time you go through here, you have to do it. And it's like, okay, but...
No, every time you go through here, you get to do it.
Yeah, you get to play with this little kid who just wants to be friends and isn't homicidal like other children we know.
Cough, Jane, cough.
I know, it's just like... This is just a child who just wants someone to play with.
She is.
Oh. It makes me sad.
I feel for the awkward little kid.
I know. She just makes me sad.
She just hides out in her snow fort. That's all she does all day.
That's all she wants, all she wants in life is to chill out. Haha, literally. And, just get to play with people when they go by.
Yeah.
That's all any of us wanted at age 11.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Poor child. Now I'm just sad. I'm just sad for this poor child.
I know.
It's just, it really is. It's really sad.
Did we want to move on to a character that makes this kind of even sadder?
Even sadder, yes.
Our final one.
Our final underappreciated character. Sorry, I'm slurring all over the place. Is Wade Thornton.
From Ghost of Thornton Hall.
So, First of all, let's just start face value. Wade literally is the only person to just call someone in. His niece is missing, so he's like, you know what? No, I'm going to try and call in my psychic friend. Right? It's like, obviously the police aren't doing anything, aren't finding anything, so I'm just going to call in my psychic friend.
She's his cousin, isn't she?
Yeah, like second cousin, whatever.
Yeah. Sorry.
I know. I just keep.
No, you're good. Keep going.
It's like our family. It's just large and convoluted.
Yep.
So he's like, you know, she's missing. The police can't find her. I'm gonna call in my psychic friend. Like, yes. Also, deep down, he's like, well, maybe I can rekindle some stuff while she's here. But anyway.
Mostly it's oh, you know what? This is somebody who I don't have to explain all this to.
Yeah,
I don't have to explain myself. She'll understand what's going on. She'll be able to help us.
Exactly. She'll be able to help us. She'll be able to find what's going on. And, you know, that's a good decision from where he is. Because, which none of the rest of the family appreciates. Like, yeah. He went out of his way to contact an ex. Like, honestly, that must have taken quite a bit of like, talking himself up to be able to call his ex and say, I need your help.
I imagine him pacing in the graveyard.
And being like, do I call her? Do I not call her? Like, his love and adoration of Jessalyn is enough that he just kind of goes, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to call Savannah. I'm going to get her here because she's the person who's going to be able to find my cousin and bring her home. You know?
And since Jessalyn is definitely so much like Charlotte that everybody feels that, I feel like Wade is like, I'm not losing another one.
Pretty much. She's just like, this ain't happening again. Like, I gotta bring her home through any means necessary. So that's part of why I find him to be underappreciated, because not only just, like, in-game he's underappreciated, but by fellow fans, I don't really see many people talking about Wade in this game. Like, I feel like a lot of this game is focused on Harper. The fans,
don't get us wrong,
we love Harper. But at the same time, I feel like Wade is literally the most self-aware Thornton. Yeah. Like, he is not wrapped up in so much in what it means to be Thornton.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he is.
He kind of is, but in the opposite way, in that he's like, this is what it means to be a Thornton. Our name is tainted with blood.
Pretty much.
You know? He's like, we are not good people by nature. This is our legacy.
And it's like, he has to deal with so much shit. Like, even from Nancy with that's really deep for someone wearing boots. Like, what the fuck is that comment anyway? Well, I've never liked that comment, because it's like, wow, Nancy, what a fucking classist.
Jesus, like, I'm sorry, there have been a lot of like, cowboy writers who were, like, great philosophical thinkers. But no, I'm glad that you're just going to, like, go, oh, you're wearing boots. That's really deep.
The thing is, I never understood that line. Like, I never understood where...
I chalk it up to she's 19 years old, I guess. I don't know. And even then, no, I don't know where
feels out
the
of
writers
character.
thought they were getting it from.
That really feels out of character to me, because I don't feel like Nancy has ever really shown any sort of, like, view like that. Like, yes, she's, you know, from a rich family and she's 19, so she might not quite, you know, have a grasp on that kind of stuff. But
it feels like Carson has clearly kind of, you know.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't understand where she's getting this weird, oh, people wearing boots shouldn't be deep thinkers. Like,
like, what?
What is that? I've just never understood, but whatever.
I feel like you can hear Wade, like, thinking, well, that's what I get for fucking opening myself up to you, you judgmental bitch.
I know. It's like, he's
like,
literally...
Fuck you.
He's giving Nancy all of this information because he knows that the more information he gives to her, the easier it is for her to find Jess. Like, he's doing everything.
He's not Clara just fucking, like, standing there like, oh, I don't know you. I'm not going to speak to you. Oh, this is so painful. He's like, okay, here are the facts, Jack. Here, you want me to tell you about all these dead people? Sure, I'll give you everything. What do you need from me? She's like, a bitch.
Yeah, seriously. It's like, he not only calls you in, but then you're a complete asshole to him. And he's going like, why the fuck did Savannah send this asshole? Like,
I love Wade. I don't know.
and another reason I just find that it's just the whole thing where it's like Clara's like, oh, ask him why he spent time in jail. Okay, I'll tell you why he fucking spent time in jail. He knew that the Thornton name was nothing to begin with because he knew the history of the people who died in the factory. And, like, isn't he the one who tells us about that?
Yeah, I believe so.
And then it's literally that he went to jail.
No, don't we find that in that book?
Oh, yeah, we do.
That's what it is.
We find out that he went to jail because he heard that people were locking workers in the factory. And so he goes and he breaks into the factory to let the workers out. And because they weren't making quotas. And so he then, in a fit of rage, once discovering that the workers are in fact locked in, he breaks a fucking machine so that you can't keep working if your machine is broken, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And so his own fucking cousin presses charges.
Well, this is also the stupid bitch who got Harper locked away.
Yeah.
Which, okay, I'm gonna say, I know this isn't what we're talking about right now, but Clara clearly tried to commit suicide because she knew that she led to the death of Charlotte, and when it didn't work, she decided to blame Harper, saying she pushed her off the roof. Mic drop, I'm done, I'm moving on, but still, she's clearly just a horrible little...
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the word I want to say because last time I said it, you bleeped me out.
Oh, I didn't bleep it out. I just cut the entire thing out.
That's what I meant. I cut the entire thing out. So anyway.
Yes. So it's like Wade is actually conscious of the fact that his family has this position of power and has been abusing it for centuries. Mm-hmm. And he's trying to right that. And then he's still treated like complete shit.
And that's the thing is, I love that he is still one of the ones who thinks that, oh yeah, Charlotte was the good one of our generation. There's always a good one in every Thornton generation, and Charlotte was our good one, and Jessalyn is this good one. And it's like, Wade, I know you don't seem to think so, buddy, but you're clearly a good one.
It's true. Like
you're clearly not one of those dark ones. You have morals. You're willing to suffer the consequences to follow them.
Yep.
Like... He's just a good dude, and he doesn't believe he's a good dude just because he's been punished for
being a good dude.
Being a good dude.
Like that's just the worst part is that he knows that shit is wrong. He tries to right it, and then he's punished for trying to right it.
Yep.
Like, God, it's such a good game. Sorry.
Ugh, this is one of our favorite games.
It is one of our favorite games.
When we eventually get around to talking about that one, that's gonna be a long episode.
That's probably gonna be a long episode.
Yeah, that's one. That's just.
But yeah, this is our list of our top 5 underappreciated characters. If we have missed one of your underappreciated characters, then tell us. Leave a comment on our YouTube video, our SoundCloud, or our Tumblr.
Yeah, because we've enjoyed actually seeing some of the ones that you guys have.
I actually love it. I will check our YouTube notifications like every day just to make sure.
I check it multiple times a day just to see if there have been people who have like said anything. It's like, oh my god, yeah, I didn't think about that.
I know, I love it. So please leave one of those for us. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm being one of those YouTubers right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
You do.
Like and subscribe. There's should be a little notifications bell you can click so that you get notified when we update. I mean, we're not like pushing this hardcore because it's not like we've got a monetized one.
We
but
don't.
Let us know that you enjoy this shit because we'll keep talking. Like,
yeah,
even if you guys stop listening.
If you guys tell us you like it. then we're more likely to keep going.
We're more likely to actually be committed to doing a good job.
Exactly.
Or our version of a good job.
Exactly. So we're going to sign off. I'm still Risa.
I am mostly Ariana. We'll see how this night ends.
Yeah, we'll see. And we're still the Krolmeister sisters, and we are asking you guys to stay sleuthy.
I don't know why I expect you to say bidding you adieu.
I know, I almost actually said that, and we are bidding you adieu. Okay, but we're the Krolmeister sisters, and we're bidding you adieu and asking you to stay sleuthy.